This great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pump.
34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set. 70 Lions. It's been a long day for you. Let's go, hey. Walk.
Now Barrett. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19. Scoot. It's a party now. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. You gonna get this, boys?
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Jack! Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Bang!
Huge carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
They'll run here with Dobbins. It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get out of here, man.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run over.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and every player in space.
They try to set up the bubble screen here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I'm going to run you over.
They'll run with Dobbins. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go! Let's go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title battle. They started on the ground with Eckler. They'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 48 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On second down, Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike's 96. It's our field.
From the shotgun, here's Barron. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would look at. So many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Dobbins running out of the gun. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Watch the pass.
This one out quickly to Watkins. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hurts. He's got his man in stride, complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. So a fake field goal run-in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That good for 22 and a first down. From the gun, Barrett. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, hey. Go, Mike. 18, pioneer. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
To throw again. Barrett.
Here we go.
Caught left side, Hopkins. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Operating from the gun, Barrett. And that's into the hands of Eckler. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mike 34, Mike 34.
To throw again on second down, Barrett. He'll get this to Eckler. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go, here we go. SOS, 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 SOS. Buffalo 18.
Here's Barrett looking to throw. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. But you also don't force everything either.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 28. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing here, Barrett. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just over 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Barrett. And Samuel complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Mike 42, check, check. Mike 42. It's just me and you.
42's the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic.
Kermit.
Check. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
Operating from the gun. Barrett. Open man. He finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
What I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check! 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 Kill, kill, kill! Kill, kill! Six undercrush, undercrush!
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Calling it for 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going. But give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run. And obviously, ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's Eckler again. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Let's go, hey. Go, Mike 34. Mike 34. Come on. Mike 34.
To throw on 3rd down. Barrett throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
34 to Mike. 70 Lion. Pick up the ball. 37 Pirate. 7 Pirate. Check him. Check him. Watch the out. Watch the out. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike.
From the gun. Barrett.
Watch the screen.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. 81 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This will make it into the end zone. Penalty markers down on the field. They might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. This is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
No. Off.
Here's maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Keep it up, guys. Check 23.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
All day. Hey, check 60 Maverick. You.
On 1st down, Barrett to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Mike 34. Mike 34. 60. They're running it.
Throwing again. Barrett. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, Barrett. Flush to his right. The man is connect the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
It's a big one now.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Deuce. He's coming. Double up.
Now Eckler.
Check.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rushing the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
Great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. And they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and 10, it's Downs pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Check 24, check 24. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Wide, get wide.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Barrett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Going on the ground with that one. He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4 down. 85 is coming, 85 is coming. Watch him, watch him. I got you. Mike's 42, Mike's 42.
You ain't doing nothing.
On fourth down, Barrett. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Barrett. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. From the gun, Barrett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears got into that lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they want to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Another run here with Dallas. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing his Hurts. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On first down, Dobbins. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for the Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I got one.
They're going for it with Dobbins. And this winds opens up a disaster nowhere near the marker. The Eagles are able to convert there on fourth. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's go. 42's the Mike. Check. 42. Go street. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, Mike's 42.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
Operating for the gun. Barrett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's Barrett on play action. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action, Barrett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what would the dime look that time on defense? Just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.